Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Long Game Podcast. I'm your host, Sandra Scaiano, and today we are talking about one of the most debated topics in all of course creation. Everybody has their favorite tool, and so many people are asking the question, which one? Today, we're talking about choosing the right course platform or software for you. I'm in a number of Facebook groups where this question comes up weekly. It's a post that always gets a lot of responses. And here's the thing. There are numerous options when it comes to choosing a course platform, and they all work. Every choice of platform is a personal one. You've got to look at the pros and cons of each and determine what is best for you. I'll be giving you a starting point in today's episode. You're listening to the Long Game Podcast with Sandra Scaiano. In a world where everyone is doing, it's easy to get lost in a sea of comparison, secret tricks, and promises of overnight success. The long game is my approach to business, the actual day in and day out philosophy that you have to show up, you have to do the work, and there's no quick fixes for long-term success. I'm a web designer, digital strategist, and energetic thinker, and I'm here to share the process and lessons I experience with my clients daily who are going through the same struggles of building a business as you are. We'll hear from successful entrepreneurs sharing their long game strategies, and I'm fun, so we're going to have a little fun along the way too. Thanks for being here. Let's get to today's episode. This episode is not going to be the be-all, end-all of this subject. My goal here is to give you some practical reasons and some overview info on the ways to go in choosing a course platform. All of this is my opinion and what I've seen work and not work for my clients. I'm going to also link to one of my favorite true breakout posts that answer the platform question in depth in the show notes, so go and check for that. Basically, there are two main ways you can go. You can add course functionality to your existing WordPress website, or you can use an external course platform software. So an LMS, Learning Management System, is software that you add to your website that allows for extra functionality for hosting courses and memberships. This is usually in the form of plugin software that's uploaded directly to your website. A few of these types of products are things such as Access Ally, MemberPress, and Wishlist Member. These integrate right into your WordPress site, and you are now hosting this functionality on your website. The second option is course platform software, such as Kajabi, we all know my personal favorite, Teachable, and Thinkific. You can purchase these monthly or annual to access the platform and its services. For me, there are a few things to think about when choosing a platform. Number one, ease of platform use coupled with your own tolerance of tech. Number two, what's a must for your business? Where are you at with your business and what are your specific needs? And number three, budget. Forgoing all the suspense, I am just going to say straight up that I am a course platform person. For me, these companies have spent time and money to create a program that works smoothly, and using the software gives you an opportunity to hop into an existing system. And sure, you're still going to need to build out some systems within the larger platform system, but having everything already built out and tested makes your job so much easier. And I also feel this way about e-commerce as well. You can add that functionality to your website through a plugin, or you can use an existing e-commerce platform like Shopify. Use of the built-out system rather than spending the time building it for yourself saves you so much time and energy. Why reinvent the wheel? You don't need to reinvent the wheel when it comes to delivering your course. There are a lot of moving parts to handle with course and membership setup and management. So put yourself in the best possible position based on your levels and needs. So with that being said, I'm going to go through a few pros and cons of these two different options. All right, an LMS or learning management system. It's the one that takes the most time and tech know-how to get using. In my opinion, an LMS is the least of ease, be it in setup or management, all of that kind of stuff. Unless you are tech savvy and totally okay with being tech hands-on or have a right-hand woman to run the tech for you, I'm not going to recommend an LMS for the general public. They're clunky, they require patience, and come with non-immediate tech support. And for me, immediate tech support, like when you need your question answered or must know how to do something, it's super important. When you're in the new realm of courses or you're going further in depth as your course knowledge advances. Yes, there are tutorials and you can submit a ticket, but my favorite thing about Kajabi is the 24/7 chat support feature. They spend as much time as is needed to get you through any issue. You are not alone. That feeling of support, it's a huge boost when you're launching or just operating your course or membership. We all know how good it feels to know someone has your back. All right, what are the pros? With an LMS, the course or membership is run on your website. You can have things match your website and have leeway to customize a lot. So that's one of the major bonuses. But again, depending on your level of tech comfort, you may have to hire this out and wait for those customizations because, they can be complex. I worked with one client who used to make a number of changes to her site that had an LMS, and it felt like there was a never end of things that kept needing adjusting. And remember that every adjustment you make, there's a mobile adjustment that sometimes needs to be made with that, and it just felt like a forever cycle of customizations. Here's where ease comes in. Feeling overwhelmed by your tech doesn't make you feel like you're progressing. And feeling forward progress, it gives you energy and, energizes you to keep going. I guess I'm not really pointing that out as a pro, am I? But these are just things to think about. So here's a real pro for the LMS system. The cost of the software is usually less than course platforms, and it's paid annually as well. Since with an LMS, you're hosting on your own server, you've got to use video services such as YouTube or Vimeo for upload. And I'm putting this as a pro because although you may already have Vimeo or YouTube, having these as pro services allows you to do so much more with video in your business. So you're going to have to get that or pay for that extra software, but it opens up a whole new world for you of marketing your brand. And if you have to buy one of these services for use with your course videos, you just took a big leap in possibilities. And here's where budget comes in as well. The LMS option can be a lot less than a course software option when you're just looking at it from an annual perspective. But you've got a budget for the tech help if you aren't handling it yourself, as well as the other software to support your emails, your marketing, your webinars, your video, etc. And as we go further through this explanations, you're going to see what I'm talking about. All right, I just want to say too, before I go further, that no matter what you use, whether it's software or platform, there's a learning curve. It's new, and there are ideas and systems that you will need to dig into and learn. I encourage you to do this so that you know your business from the bottom up. Yes, I'm a fan. Delegate the day-to-day to a team, totally do that. But you've got to know it too. Knowing how things operate, where to find information, it's going to make you feel empowered. And when you need some info or you're fixing a customer service issue, being able to help yourself, that leaves you feeling strong and capable. So my wrap up with adding into your existing site is it's more time, more tech, more troubleshooting. When you're starting out with your first course or membership, there are so many systems to build and to set the foundation. I'd rather be putting my time on the customer experience, the content, the marketing, all of that, and not be stressing about the software setup and customizations. My philosophy with courses is to get them up and running and to be able to understand them, operate within them, and optimize them so that you are set up and selling courses, not constantly thinking about or dealing with the mechanics. When your offer is up and ready, you can make money. And what you use to deliver your course is in charge of a whole revenue stream of your business and all of the factors that go into that. So get started and make it easy. I've also seen courses done on alternative platforms like Squarespace and even Facebook, and they work too. But inevitably, sooner rather than later, they move to an established platform. So, that takes up more time and more energy. So give yourself the best foot forward from the start and hop on an established course platform like Kajabi. All right, I've said it a million times. Kajabi is my platform of choice. For one, it's an all-in-one. If you're just getting started with courses, it's great to have all the elements you need in one software. So it all works together and it's all linked together. Again, ease. There are a few main differences between Kajabi and the other platforms, such as Teachable and Thinkific. And one is in the design experience. And two is that you can do more of what you need to run a business with Kajabi. Courses and memberships are a business and can be your sole business if you set them up right. Back to that thought that this is a revenue stream and it needs systems to support it, such as email marketing, automation, segmenting, and customer experience. So the commonality between all these course platforms is the ability to have your content hidden safely behind a paywall that allows access to logged-in members. All of the platforms also allow for the standard modules to lessons breakdown. Although Kajabi lets you go a little deeper and create subcategories, so you can break lengthy content down, but most people don't even use that feature. All the course platforms allow for video and audio and PDF content, and they even allow for some text in the lessons as well. So generally, in terms of the course, they're all offering pretty much the same thing. It's when you start to break it out to the customer experience and get more in depth with how the software can work for you, rather than just hosting your content, that we start to see the differentiators. All right, let's start with design. Teachable, it lets you add a logo and change colors and adjust the font. Very basic. Thinkific, they've really improved their offering. Now they've added web design and sales and landing pages, but it's still not going too far off for design of courses. Kajabi, it also offers full website and landing page design, but it allows you to customize the course delivery experience with multiple themes and multiple ways to customize each of those. So Kajabi's themes and setup, they're suitable for both courses and memberships, where some of the other platforms make it difficult to jump between products and courses that you're in, and it really makes it cumbersome for membership sites with those platforms. And design is also the part where things start to get interesting. You can add in your own branded graphics and then make other offers available to your audience. We're getting into some strategy here, but when you approach it with this view, the options are so advantageous. Think about it. If you create a 5-day mini course as a lead magnet, a way to get people primed and interested in what you're doing for free. Once they're within your mini course product, you could show them other courses that you have available for purchase. This ability to customize with your additional product offers is one way that Kajabi reaches above the others. And this also applies for paid courses. If a student buys one course, show them others that they may like. We talk here about relationships. And once you begin the relationship, people are more likely to purchase other offers from you. Make it easy to present and allow for purchase. It's here that we start looking at all the other items that go into this as a revenue stream. Upsells of courses, one-to-one coaching calls, events, and more. And when we talk about Kajabi being an all-in-one platform, it means that within the same software, you can run all of your email marketing for your business. You can create funnels with automations for your business. You can create landing pages with forms that tag and segment your audience all in one place. You can host webinars. These are powerful tools that allow you to have bigger connection and more product sales. When you start using these tools in more advanced ways, you begin to use the program to help you run your business with automation. My clients are always amazed at how I can remove so many manual tasks for them in the admin portion of their biz by using the tools that Kajabi makes available. The other platforms, they say they do email marketing, but what they really do is course communication. So, there's value to that. Sure, you can send an email to participants that new content is available, or you can send out a course announcement. That is course communication, just specific to the course. True email marketing, it allows for newsletter creation and email sequence creation where people can be added to an email sequence by completing a task. You want to arrange a check-in after people in your course or membership reach a certain point? No problem. You can do that. If you want to have an assessment or quiz after a lesson and then subscribe people to an email sequence afterward? No problem. You can do that. Want to send scheduled emails on certain dates to certain people on your email list? Totally doable. Kajabi's true email marketing integrates with your products and serves your business in ways that are beyond just course communication. Again, we are relationship building in our businesses, and through email marketing, you are able to connect every step of the way. In an upcoming episode, I'm going to dive deeper into some concepts that apply with courses and memberships, such as automations, segmenting, and retention. But for now, you need to know that being able to integrate these concepts into your course and membership systems is a game changer in the realm of management and revenue stream. Think about a chain reaction. When this happens, do this. That is the power of automation, and it can be applied in different places in Kajabi to service both you and your students. The ability to segment your audience allows for you to pull up statistics in ways that are more helpful and targeted. It allows for you to speak to your audience in very specific and deliberate ways, all to better the relationship you have with them. And retention, this concept is super important for membership sites. Besides having a retention strategy, having tools at your disposal can greatly help with retention. Some of these tools are available on other platforms, some only at the higher price level, but they don't have the additional tools that allow for the full execution of strategy. We use all these concepts to improve our customer experience, assist in the running of the day-to-day, both of which make your course better overall and help build better relationships. So for me, it works to be on a Teachable or Thinkific, if you're keeping it basic. But if you are committing to having courses and memberships be a part of your business, then these additional pieces are a must. And for the cost, you aren't too far off when you factor in all the extra items you need to pay for with the other platforms that are actually built in already to Kajabi. So this is just a quick overview. You can seriously beat this subject up and down and touch on so much more. Just hop onto a Facebook group and ask about it to get the conversation going if you want. I encourage you, though, to check out the thorough breakdown post that I link in the show notes. And there are so many aspects to consider that it's a bit overkill for me to hit them all up right now. But as I go through my upcoming episodes, I'm going to point out what's possible with things like automation and segmenting and retention, that isn't available on the other platforms. And for real, as I gather my thoughts for this episode, I'm on a chat with Kajabi, troubleshooting something because shit happens and they fixed it. They have amazing customer service and I'm back on my way instead of spending the night on the computer. That is value when you hop into an existing system and services. So I hope this episode sheds some light on what direction to take for yourself. Always make these decisions based on your business and your needs. There is no wrong answer when you are moving forward. Just be sure to take a step. All right, I'll see you next week, folks. Thanks for joining me today. You can access more info in the show notes at thelonggamepodcast.net. If today's show connected with you in some way, please share it with your friends or hop on iTunes and leave me a review. Until next time, keep playing the long game.